Hi, good morning. This is Kat, and welcome back to the bookish side of me. I'm trying not to do the me. It's annoying. Anyway, for this one, I am finally doing this. I'm finally reading this book that has been on my TBR since the beginning of the year. I have to read this book. So that's why I'm doing this reading vlog. And the book that I'm talking about is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. And as I've said, I have been dying to read this since the beginning of the year, and I haven't yet. Like, I feel like this has been mocking me and saying that, hey, I thought you would read me. The year is ending, and so what's gonna happen? So I will try to read this for the whole month of November. I've set my mind, I'm going to read it. And a lot of people have been saying for me to read this book because they know that I love to cry in books and that I love hard-hitting stories. And this is a 700 plus pages book, and if you don't know what this is about, I also don't know what this is about, so we're going to find out together in this reading vlog. So anyway, today is Friday. It's going to be the weekend, and I'm starting this book today because I'm thinking that I will finish this in the next few days. Hopefully by next week, because I don't want to cry all November. By the way, this is not going to be like a full reading vlog wherein you will get to see what am I doing like every day, but more on quick updates. But anyway, I'm going to get back to you and see you later. Hi, so it's Saturday today. I am not yet successful in hooking myself in the story because I'm still right here, and it's actually stressing me out because I'm still like on chapter 2, and that's not very far with this book. Basically, that's the update. I don't have any initial thoughts yet. All I know is that I've known the characters. That's it. I'm setting up myself right now. I have here my candle. I have here my coffee and my water and all that stuff. Turn this on. I'll read. Hopefully. See you later. Hi. Good morning. No, actually it's afternoon. I'm sorry for the chaotic background that I have. I'm currently trying to fix my workspace and my bookshelves and my bookcases, so yeah, it's a chaotic mess. But right now I just would like to update you with my reading progress of this book. I am somewhere here. I'm already past the 100-page mark. I'm also done with the first part of the book, and now I am on the first chapter of the second part. That's it. I haven't cried yet. There are no tears yet. I'm kind of proud of myself, and I'm trying not to cry because I'm challenging myself to not cry at all for this one. We'll see. See you later. Hi, so update for this one. Today is Monday already, guys. I'm sorry, it's Tuesday. I'm still like right here. It's page 115, and I don't know how long this vlog will take because it's been a few days, and I haven't even had like the chance to go through half of this, and it's stressing me out. But at the same time, I'm being kinder to myself. I am forgiving myself for this, and I don't want to be stressed out because I know that this book will, stress me enough. But anyway, planning to read 100 pages tonight. That's the goal, that's the plan, because I'm done with work and I'm going to read. Alright, hi everyone. So it's the same day, but it's much later now. I think it's around 11 in the evening, and I'm really trying my best to get through at least the first chapter of the second part of this book. Thoughts for now is that I am on the part where I get why this could be a book that's very traumatizing. To be honest, at this point, I don't know where the story is going. All I know is that we're being introduced to the characters, to the different relationships of Jude in the story. I feel like I know why this will make me cry later on, which we are going to avoid. Just for clarification, I haven't cried yet. I have allergy at the moment, so that's why I'm sniffing. That's it for now. I'm going to try to reach page 200 tonight. I promise, before I go to sleep. I swear. I freaking swear. So yeah, let's do this. Hey everyone, so I don't know how to vlog anymore. Today is November 12th, as far as I know. I did a vlog for like the past 2 days. Not really vlog, but update you with my current status with this book that I'm actually reading. And it is because currently we are experiencing a series of typhoon in the Philippines. Yesterday was a really scary day. However, I've made some progress from the last time that I updated you, and I've reached to page, it's 358, and I am on, what part am I? I think it's in the 4th part, which is the axiom of equality. If you're going to ask if I cried yet, I haven't. Although I made some tabs for me to remember which part that I feel something in this book. Almost every heartbreaking moment that I had in this book at this point is from Jude's perspective, which I think it's very unavoidable in the book because his point of view is the most depressing of all. But I'm still waiting for that moment where the book will, totally blows my mind and makes me cry. So I'm waiting for that one. Hey everyone, so this is going to be like the book review wrap up for this book that I've read for this reading vlog. I just want to get this done and over with, so we are doing it. So I'm going to give you a little bit of my book review, my thoughts, and what is my final rating for this book, which is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. And as you can see, my eyes are still so puffy because I just finished this one last night, or technically early this morning, because I slept at 3 a.m. just to finish this book. So yeah, I'm sorry for the background noise, but we're going to move on to this video. First off, before we continue with my thoughts and my feelings about this one, I just want to get this out and say that this book is not for everyone. I can never say that I recommend this to everyone, but if you're interested in reading this book because of like the hype, I highly suggest that you read a lot of trigger and content warnings for this one, but I'm going to leave some of them on the description box. I don't know if I can cover everything because a lot of things happen in this book. Just make sure that you read enough before you go into this book, because personally, I think even though I've watched a lot of reading vlogs and I've read a lot of warnings about this book, I still feel like I'm not prepared to everything that happened. It's a book that's very traumatizing, disturbing, triggering, devastating, upsetting, a lot of things. But anyway, let's move on to that. First off, I just want to say that I gave this book 4 stars out of 5. There are a lot of reasons why I gave it 4 stars, but let's start with the things that I really loved, or liked at least, in the book. One is how character driven it is. I am just so in love how the characters were built and developed in this book. It is a kind of character-driven stories that will actually attach you to the characters. And actually, I was thinking who are my favorite characters, and it's very obvious to me it's gonna be Willem or Harold. Either of the two or both of them, I just love their characters so much. I feel like their characters are just the type of ones that you will admire throughout the story. They're not perfect, of course. I think that they are flawed as a person, and that makes them realistic in my opinion. I just love these characters so much, and then their dynamics or their relationship with Jude throughout the story, like, those are my favorite things in this book. Secondly, I really admire the writing style of the author and how the book was divided into parts. I think it was such a unique idea, and it's very compelling. And the third thing that I really liked about this book is the representation of mental health illness in here, depression and anxiety, and past trauma. I cannot say for certain, like, I cannot say that my review about this is valid because I haven't experienced even half or a quarter of what Jude have gone throughout his life. I cannot really say that it is very well represented, but in my own experience with like battling with mental health and anxiety and depression at some point in my life, I feel like I've seen some parts of myself in the way Jude thought of himself. So for me, it's realistic. However, again, I don't want to like generalize everyone who have gone through mental illness. I just don't want to say that it's presented that well, because I think that it could have been better, especially in the last part or in the ending of the book. And lastly, I forgot to say this earlier, but going back to the characters, I really love all their dynamics, their relationships, the friendships in here. Oh my freaking gosh. These are my favorite things. How flawed they are, how non-linear they are, especially Jude's character. I feel like it's something that's very realistic, very raw, authentic, vulnerable, and it makes you feel attached to the story because of these characters. And I feel like if it's not for the characters, I will not continue reading the book. Like, I will DNF this book. So let's move on to the things that I kinda didn't like in the book, and also things that I feel like could have been improved. First off, I really think, and I know that this is kind of unpopular because I know that a lot of people really like this aspect or element of the book, but I think that the book is unnecessarily long. It's just too long in my opinion. It's more than 800 pages in my edition, so this is the Anchor Books copy, and I think it's US published. I just feel like a lot of things could, cut off in this book that will make this story shorter. It's just that it's a personal preference of mine. It gets boring and dragging for me in the last quarter of the book. Second is that I don't like how the timeline was executed in this book. And I just feel like even though the writing style is easy to navigate, it's just so hard for me to keep track on the timeline. I was really confused for the most part. When did this scene happen? Is it in the present time? Is it just a flashback? Is it something that happened in the past, like long way back? And I just don't like the timeline in this book. I feel like it could have been executed so much better. And that's the thing that I kind of didn't like about it. And it also added to the fact that I was dragging the book. Third thing that I didn't really like about this book is that I know that this is going to be like a very dramatic read. I know that this is going to be disturbing and devastating. It can be problematic, of course, with this kind of plot and elements. But I just feel like it has too much trauma. It has too much torture. And it becomes manipulative, in my opinion. I know that these elements are there for the readers to feel attached and, you know, devastated for the characters in the story, but there's just this inkling feeling in me that I cannot sit well with that. I don't know, I feel like it's just so manipulative. Like throughout the story, I feel manipulated by this author. And last but not the least is how it ended. I know that it's kind of ending that really happens in real life, but I feel like even though it's realistic, it's not satisfying at all. Like, I ended the book with a feeling that I was betrayed, I was deceived, I was manipulated once again by this author. That's all I'm feeling right now. And I was kind of disappointed with how it ended because I thought that the author would at least give the readers this feeling of satisfaction by the end, because all throughout the book it was a very dissatisfying book. It was a very frustrating, devastating book, and I just hate it. I hate the ending. I haven't said it out loud, but now I'm saying it. I don't like the ending. I didn't like how it ended, and I didn't like how it left this message. And I hate it for it. I have no more words for this one. I still gave this book 4 stars out of 5 because I still believe that this book did its job. Like, I feel attached to the characters. I cried so much in the last 100 pages or so. And I was invested in the story, in this fictional story, and I felt like the characters are so fucking real, and it just devastates me so much. So I feel like 4 stars is a fair rating to this book because of how it gave me this experience. Either it's good or bad. Anyway, that's it guys for my full review of this book. I will try to write down my review on Goodreads or on Instagram because I might be doing that in the next few days. I just want to say that this book is not for everyone, or if you're interested to finally give this book a try, I highly suggest that you check out the warnings. Do not underestimate this book because I've made that mistake a few days ago and look where it got me. So yeah, that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching this one, and I hope that you enjoyed this or you enjoyed watching me cry and bawl in tears, and I hope that you've learned something from this book. And I hope that you are safe, you are healthy wherever you are, and just remember that the world is yours for the reading. Bye, and see you on the next one.